Hello, and welcome to, I believe, the second to last Arena Kings of the season. This is the Royal Arena Kings, which means more than double the prizes, which is really exciting. And the players are already underway, but just real quick to introduce myself, my name is Joe Lee. You might recognize me as JoeBruin on Twitch, and I'm just excited to be here. So excited to look through some of the games, and we'll go over the format of the tournament. So basically, this is a 2-hour arena 3-0 time control. And like I said, this is the second to last one. So the season is almost over. And yeah, this is definitely a special one because it is Royal Arena Kings, which has more than double the prize fund, which is always exciting. And yeah, only one more after this, which is basically, I believe, on Friday at noon Pacific time. So yeah, with that being said, I think we're gonna probably look at some of the streamers. You do have to be streaming to be eligible to win the prizes. So the tournament has just started, and right now we're looking at Hikaru, obviously one of the favorites to win every single time. So he is a very regular player in the arenas, which it was always fun and exciting to see. So right now, he's got the black pieces playing up against GM Jospim. So looks like black is doing pretty well here. I think they're looking after this a5 pawn with both the knight and the bishop. So we trade off here. This pawn is also hanging. And now Hikaru has these 2 pawns on the outside advantage. And most significant, I think, might be the time disparity here. Jospim only with 18 seconds left. Hikaru still over a minute left on the clock. So even if the position doesn't pan out to be favorable for black, which it is, then Hikaru should have no problem converting this on the clock. He does have to worry about this 2-on-1 majority here that white has on the king side, but the king is there in time to stop anything, and this pawn's going to have to be tracked down by white's king. But in the meantime, black's king is going to be able to come in and gobble up all these pawns. So even if he loses both of these, he should still have an advantage here. And the knight barely in time to guard this pawn, but Hikaru does not fear. And he actually does give up both of these pawns. And so if white grabs this pawn with the knight, it's actually a draw. So Hikaru will guard this pawn with his life just to win the game. And again, 3 seconds for Jospim, not enough time to hold this. So Hikaru doesn't even need to promote the pawn. He just needs to make sure the knight doesn't take it. So he even gives up the knight for it and wins with a flag. So Hikaru off to a strong start, taking down one of the toughest opponents in the arena. So moving on to the next game, maybe we'll have 2 international matches going. Oh, so we have a resignation here. Barely missed that one. Max Winnick is in the lead, actually. 1900 versus 1900 players. So what's cool about Arena Kings is obviously anyone can join. Don't need to be a titled player, and actually anyone could win, really, with how the pairings are set. So it does do its best to pair you with players near your strength. So Max Blinick, one of the regulars, but yeah, we will probably try to stick to whoever's in the lead. So Max is in the lead for now. The arena has just started. So we'll see if he's able to continue at this pace. He's 3 out of 3. So that being said, we'll probably try to find some of the top players that are titled. So, oh, I just saw Hikaru. We could keep an eye. I'll probably, you know what? Maybe I should just follow Hikaru so that we always have his board around. But yeah, Hikaru is playing Chess Lover, an international master. I believe this is his second game. So we can actually take a look in at his stream, which is another really cool feature about Arena Kings, is that it does promote chess streamers to stream the event, and it gives us an opportunity to take a look into all their streams.
Check. Whatever, just move. Takes, I just take and go check. Go check and takes. It's got double pawns, which is not great. Got a guard, I go g3 here and rook f2, or rook f4. I wanted to go rook f2, but then it's then I lose. Oh, wait, I still can't go rook f2. Okay, let's go here, maybe knight e3. I also had rook e6 there. Why did I go rook e6? It goes d5. I can play d4 here to close the diagonal. I think I should, actually. It's just structurally very smart. Maybe c3 was a little bit more... Maybe c3 was a little bit better. Put pressure on the pawn. I have knight e3 here. King f2, knight e3 also. Let's go here. I'm gonna bring the king up here, I guess. If I get the king to d4 and go knight e3, I should be better here. Let's just run. King c5. Now I go here, stop the mate threat, and I hit the pawn. Let's go here, hit the pawn, hit the pawn. This is bishop d7, really good moves. I take, that's no good. Just keep building. Just got a flag him, basically. Let's go here, king d3, knight f4. King c2, should be better. Doesn't look right. Let's go check and king here. Okay, resigns, let's keep going. You get autonomy tickers for the tier 1 and Destro for the 2 months. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Let's go e4, knight c3 here. go c3 and queen e4 and d3. It's castle. Okay, let's go here. Maybe take some bishop e4. At least that's my idea. Maybe knight g5 is a move as well. But probably I just trade and go bishop e4 and d3. Let's go knight g5. Maybe takes. Don't know if it's right, but it looks playable. g6. I'm just gonna take and go here. You can obviously take a pawn, but I feel like I'm going to get some play with d4 and the two bishops. At least that's my hope. You need a vertically challenge for the two quality or hybrid for the prime. You kind of has to do this. So I open up to the line. I open this one. I'm trusting that the double op combo is good here, but it might not be. Okay, let's just go here and hit the rook, I guess. Maybe I take. Okay, rook d8, I guess queen f3 is the move. c8, I don't have a good continuation. I'm just going to take and move my king, I guess. He finds f5, which is actually a very good move. Let's go here in king h1, I guess. Down a pawn temporarily, not the greatest of positions, but not the worst of positions. He goes e5, so now I get the bishop in. Okay, let's go back, maybe? Maybe I should have traded. Let's just go here, maybe double stack. He's way down on the clock, so I should be okay here if I move quickly. He finds rook d8, which is a very good move. Knight d6 logical. Actually, what, do I have this? I do, because I can take and I hit the knight on d6 all at the same time. Let's take. Just take. Oh no, does he have rook e7? Okay, if I survive this to the endgame, I'll win. I just have to survive to the endgame. So I have a check. Okay, takes now I'll just win this endgame. I did hang g2 though, which you didn't see. Okay, now we get the win. Let's keep going. 3 up, 3 down.
All right, so that was a look inside Hikaru's stream. He just got 2 wins in a row, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be a stop in sight. Interestingly, that last game he played, if you were watching the eval bar, I don't know. Actually, I don't think from his stream you had an eval bar, but from what I saw, he actually didn't play that game perfectly, but what he did do was play quickly, and that is definitely a recipe for success in a 3-0 time control format. It would be a lot different if there were increment. But yeah, Hikaru is on a roll, and now he's got the black pieces against phagocytosis. So any scientist in the chat might be able to tell you what phagocytosis is. I could potentially put my molecular biology degree to use in chess commentary. Didn't think that would come in handy, but here we are. But basically, that's how a cell intakes food. um, anyways, we could also look at some other players. So another grandmaster that is playing is Eric Hansen, and he is playing against another GM, XDPS. I haven't heard of this player, but they are from Chile, rated 2800, and looks like Hikaru's doing pretty well here. White's piece is all on the back rank, very passive, trying to push this past pawn. Meanwhile, black is going to have to break through on the king side somehow with an attack. This rook, beautifully placed on the second rank, just getting behind the pawn. So no need to go for anything crazy. In fact, I don't see black breaking through just yet, but the position definitely is much more favorable. White did just grab a pawn on a5, and these are two passed pawns that are connected. This does, however, give up queen e3 check, which is interesting. Perhaps the only try for black to maintain the initiative. So after queen check, king is forced to h1, only move. And this bishop, very key defender over g2. Otherwise, queen coming in would be a very dangerous idea on g2 with mate. So Eric does go with the check. And this still might be a good move. No, just bishop sacrifice. Ooh, but now rook check, king steps up. There's no more checks besides this one, but a simple block. And oh, maybe there's queen here forces the queen to block. Actually, no, what am I talking about? The bishop is covering this check. So Eric's opponent has no move and no time. So Eric gets a nice win there. And yeah, with that, we might take a look in at Eric's stream, see the game from his point of view.
A while to get that going. All right. As you can see from the standings, there are no title players in sight. It's just like low-rated players taking everything, you know? Oh, that's 10 gifted subs. There we go. There we go. Hey, that's awesome. 1 second. Let me just get a win in this one. I need to bring some more attackers in, hey? Maybe here? Or do I push? Here and queen f4 looks reasonable. If queen here, sometimes you can take and play f7 as an idea. Sometimes. This is called the King's Indian attack. Bobby Fischer was really good at this. All right, let's go here, and I want to park something on f6. Bring some energy in. I don't want to hang anything. I don't want to hang anything. So if bishop takes, pawn takes, queen here, I might be full sending. It might be one of those days where we have to full send. At least I'm up on time. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Bishop takes here, knight check. Okay. What if I go here? He's gonna move his king over? Pawn takes, pawn takes. I have an attack. Yeah, he has that move. my fancy looking move unfortunately has no power behind it. All right, let's move our knight here. Introduce this idea. with the double attack on G7 and E7. JFM Bearcat A-list. Hey, there's a lot of subs today. Holy smokes. You guys must have really liked the YouTube videos. Yeah, Mango got banned. I hope he comes back. I think it was a 3-day ban. Free Mango. Free Mango. Alright, my opponent's burning a lot of clock here. I think he's a little concerned about his king side. Because I'm actually like in trouble on the queen side. C2 is a weakness. He's got a rook parked here. Bishop has pressure there. If I lose C2, everything collapses. A2, D3. But he's spending way too much time, in my opinion. So let's go here. You don't... Whoa. If I go there... Wait a second. This can't be okay. I'll take with the pawn. Queen here. All right, let me try something. If rook takes queen here, I'm just gonna take there. Oh shit. I didn't. That's a cool looking move. Oh, never mind. I can move out of the way. It's not a cool move. I take it back. I think I can sack here, guys. I'm feeling very frisky. Oh no, I can't. Pawn. Okay, I'll just move out. I'm playing like a trash can. Give me a moment here. Takes. Push. Takes. Funny position. Takes. 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 Here. Holy shit! Hey! All right. I'm going to beat you on time. I have bad etiquette. That was a nice move though. Check. Check. Holy smokes! Good thing I'm up on time and I got bad etiquette. The big boss, good luck. Alright, we're in 35th. We're in striking distance. No, we're not. These guys have 20. The guys in first place have 25 points already. This is ridiculous. Who's the top title player here? Hikaru at 13 points. And I'm at 11. This tournament is extremely stacked with 1200s. My opponent played energetically that game. Gotta give him credit. You want to give some memberships? The link is... Oh, Nanomaniac's gifting 10 more. He's not done. Nanomaniac. Dude. Thank you for the support, man. Let's bring this in. Oh, I'd love to trade queens. I'd love to trade queens. Please. You just lost your center. Hamster ham with a sub. Yeah, I'll take that. There goes your center. Here's the link. The link is ! premium. If you want to upgrade, let me take there. My net's gonna go to C5. No problem. Let's go here. so you can't harass me. Well, in that case, I'll put the bishop here. I thought about putting it back, but it seems pretty useful over here too. It's now e4 is hanging. This covers. This is an outpost. There's no pawns that can attack it. You know. Yep. A lot of options here. A lot of pleasant options. Let's go bishop here. I got some active pieces. Is Airbus driver still here? Alrighty. Let's go. I feel like attacking his most annoying pieces. Here? We'll go here. Force him back, and then I can play rook d8 and challenge the d file. Hikaru's got 17 points. He's on a streak. You see he's 5 out of 5. The big boss, Quattro. Whoa, what's that move? That's a... Ah, okay, I respect it now. Yeah, it's fine. We can just trade everything. We can just trade everything. Oh my goodness, my rook's hanging. The f... He wants me to mate him. That's the only conclusion. Like...
Hi, I'm back, everyone. Sorry, I see a couple people in the chat asking where I am, so here I am. We're just trying to take a look into some of the other streamers. So far we looked at Hikaru and Chess.com, which I'm sure all of you have heard of before, but now we have some time to look through some of the games and start showing some of the lesser known streamers. So right now I'm spectating KB Khan, and he is a very long time streamer from Bangladesh, and he's one of the nicest people that you'll meet on Twitch. And yeah, I just wanted to tune in to this game right now. He's about 1500. His opponent slightly higher rated than him, so he's got quite the match ahead of him. But let's see how he does. So yeah, it looks like knight b5 comes in with a nice fork on these dark square pieces. So black will probably save the queen and have to give up and concede the dark square bishop. Interestingly, even if black tried to stop knight b5 with a move like a6, knight b5 still could have landed because the pawn was pinned to the rook. So KB Khan actually doesn't even take on d6. And this allows for black to trade on e5. So this was perhaps a bit of a mistake because now black can trade queens and white will go on castle. But no, black does not actually go for this. Now that even allows knight d6 check. So yeah, it's very exciting to watch some of the relatively lower rated players compared to grandmaster play. Although grandmasters still do make mistakes. I believe in that last game that we saw, Eric Hansen blundered in exchange, but was fortunate enough that he was still winning with his bishop pair and able to convert his passed pawn. So, but yeah, here KB Khan not giving the knight check on d6, instead attacking the knight on d5. So black is still in a bit of a pickle. And KB Khan now might be the one to trade queens. And interestingly, if black tries to preserve castling rights by taking like with their knight, then knight takes with check actually now wins a piece. So KB Khan not trading knights, there probably would have been king takes. Instead, going in with the knight, and look at this move, bishop a3, lining up some gnarly discoveries with the knight, threatening to just straight up win a piece with discover double check. Very beautiful idea. And KB Khan, despite being underrated in this matchup by about 18 or 180 rating points, he is really busting out the moves here. So this is an exciting game from Mr. Khan. And yeah, his opponent really thinking here because it's hard to find a move. I think you probably want to move. Oh yeah, there's really no king move because the king can't go here because of the knight. If the king goes here, you're probably losing a queen. Actually, you are losing a queen. That is a discovery check as well. King can't go up, and king again back here is not dealing with the problem. Still in that line, so we have a potential knight sacrifice. KB Khan still can take as it's discovered double check, but probably the more accurate is simply just taking this knight, attacking yet another knight, and maintaining the strong threat with the checks. So let's see what KB Khan decides to do here. He gives knight check, and actually that's a discover double check, and king only has one legal move there. Oh, and knight takes on g7, checkmate. That is smooth. What a game. I'm so glad we tuned in for this one. Oh my god. Does he find it? Yes. Let's go, KB Khan. Shout out to KB Khan. Yeah, let's go tune in to his stream. Let's see how things are on his end.
Normally don't play e6, so that was a mouse slip. That was a mouse slip, sir. You push the pawn. Made a mouse slip. We're sagging a piece against low rated players. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's fun, as always. They might push this pawn, which I missed. Okay, I'll have to come here anyway. I move here. I still attack this pawn. Also, I need to use my queen. How can I bring my queen into the game? Also, this knight is in the way as well. Let's come in here. If they take, we take back with our queen. If they don't take, I know I'll have to take. Then come in here. If they can defend this position, I'd be so impressed. This is such a crazy positions. They're not going for the for making this. They're just trying to take here. and check. If I take, they'll take with the rook. If I come here, they'll come here. So that's the threat. And I'm pretty sure they'll see that and they'll do that. So that's annoying. Okay. What if I come here? What if I don't take? No, I'll have to take, buddy. I'm sorry, I had to. Yes, the position is a bit simple, but we still have those kind of threats. See? Isn't that crazy? How, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're strong, man. They're strong. They're strong, stronger than me. I have to say, they're strong. Like, they're super duper strong. Like, they're playing like it's nothing, you know. What can I say? They're trading everything. I should resign and go for the next game. I played horrible, but I don't feel right. Alright, I'll have to play my basics and hope that it works.
All right, so not the follow-up game that KB Khan was hoping for. We just saw him play a fantastic checkmate against a much higher rated opponent, and then unfortunately against a lower rated opponent wasn't able to get the job done. But needless to say, KB Khan's one of the best people out there. Big time chess streamer from Bangladesh. Definitely check him out if you haven't already. But now we're gonna look at another Grandmaster match here. We've got Daniel Naroditsky, aka Danya, aka the Prophet, one of the most entertaining chess streamers, one of the strongest chess players, and really nice guy, great coach. And we're gonna check him out. He's actually playing against Wonderful Time, who is International Master Min Lee, who is also a streamer, and I believe they play like all the time. So these two players are definitely not strangers. They know how to play against each other, and this is coming down to an opposite color bishop rat race here. Both sides less than 5 seconds, and it looks like Danya should be able to convert this on the clock. He's making sure not to. Oh, we take the queen. Oh no! If Min just took the queen there, it would have been a draw. But unable to do so in the time pressure. Absolute dirty flag there by Danya. And just like that, he's off to the next game, playing a much lower rated opponent. So this should definitely be a much easier task than against Min Lee. Min just literally one move shy of getting a draw there. Super close, just unable to do it. So yeah, let's tune into Danya's stream now for a little bit, and then we'll find some other player to follow.
Hashtag canceled. You know, I took some risks here and there, and you know. Thank you. Whoa. No, but now I take it. But then here's this move, and somehow it's not so clear what to do. But there, I think. Okay, then I can sacrifice the queen, maybe. But okay, then it's like 64 and knight to 4. Queen sacrifice against 2200. Great idea. Yes, usual Naroditsky degeneracy, but okay, now it's some ideas here and there somehow, I don't know. Okay. Okay, now maybe here. king. Man, this. When have 2200s become like this good? Jesus. King h2 is a very nice positional move, just getting out of the trouble. Nice position for black nonetheless after this nice move. Okay. But okay, maybe here to trade the knights. Sort of lighten the load on the position a little bit. So maybe if I talk like, I don't know, David Howell, I'll actually play like a 2700, but it's very unlikely to happen. I know. Yes, of course. Okay. The rustling is me rustling a book, you know, to sort of get the creative juice flowing. But on the other hand, I'm in big trouble. Right. I'm glad you remember the story, Brandon. Yes. Is it a culture of degeneracy that it shows? It's incredible. Yes, I'm threatening checkmate. But I immigrated into Paris in 1974. And I now have family and French wife, and her name is Mireille Mathieu, and okay, she's singer, and nobody knows she married me. And okay, she's a great singer. I fell in love when I listened to her song.
Hello, welcome back. So yeah, Danya just finished his game. Solid checkmate there with the rook and bishop combination. And definitely check out his channel again. Great streamer, great coach, and a great person. And definitely always up there in terms of competition level for Arena Kings. I don't know if he's won it before. I have seen he played one time. The rumor has it that he was actually on an airplane trying to play from his phone. And I think he was like one game away. I think he might have lost to like Andrew Tang because of disconnect or something crazy. So Danya, always good source of entertainment for chess content. And yeah, we're gonna move on to another game here. I'm just gonna hop around looking through some games that catch my eye. So here we have Ajedrecista Nocturno. He is from Peru, and he's also a streamer. Not going to look at his channel because I don't know if he's streaming in English or not, but he's definitely a good guy. And yeah, looks like the computer is liking his position. Both pawns have both sides have lost their G pawn, which is kind of interesting. So the G file is open, but both sides have not yet made moves to take the G file with their rooks. I think in long term that would be a good idea. But right now, White's just trying to open up the f file. The queen is opposite the rook, and so potentially we'll see pawn takes, opening up the f file. But first, White addressing the hanging bishop, because also once the queen is hit, the queen doesn't have to take back. There is a potential check to deal with, so you always have to keep that in mind. But yeah, this knight well placed in the center, but potentially could be a weak spot. Okay, here the queen's just coming in. This is a potential draw actually by perpetual if black wants it. So white does have to be aware of this idea, and the king steps up, guarding the check, guarding the pawn. And yeah, this pawn is pinned actually. You cannot take here because bishop takes wins a knight. Ooh, I think, okay, rook takes might even be better. If you take here, there might be, again, a draw. So this actually is definitely well, okay, hold up. There's a pin now. That is less than ideal for sure. I think, what do you do here from white? There's obviously a check. But yeah, bishop takes is actually really difficult to deal with. That's very annoying. So black finds this really nice move. There's check and then bishop takes. If the king goes to the corner, that pins the bishop. So we have a pin to the counter pin. Does a head rate find it? Low time, both sides less than a minute on their clocks. Yeah, this is difficult, I think. Okay, queen check, king in the corner. Now, yeah, bishop takes here. No, rook to f1. So I'm not sure. There was also there's queen takes is the problem. That would have been the problem. So, oh, what? Oh, look at that. Black with the moves. Yeah, this is not looking too good for white now. Although they have 3 minor pieces against 2 rooks. This is a very interesting imbalance. Yeah, there goes a pawn. Ooh, but now rook check might win the bishop. Yeah, that's not good. That was unfortunate. I don't know what was. There might have been something better, probably, but it's hard to say. But yeah, low time, but you never know. We could see a burst of speed from what? Oh, and we have a fork, but there's a check. King here. Now the rook is still hit. Rook goes all the way back. 12 seconds to 22 seconds. You could see a flag. Okay, knight's hitting the rook. Ooh, and yeah, black forgot about that. So now white is favored here, but again, low time. 9 seconds to 13 seconds, but white's going fast with the tricky knight checks. Ooh, that's a free knight or rook there. Oh, and fight finds it. So 7 seconds to 9 seconds. Still anyone's game. There goes the bishop. There goes the pawn. So now H pawn's gonna run. They're both pre-moving their pawns. Oh, and black's there in time to promote first. They could have taken the queen, decide not to. That's a gnarly check. Oh, that was a free queen. Okay. Oh, no, he's got no time. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Not the game for a hedge assistant nocturnal, but that was literally a coin flip there. That was crazy. Okay. Another game we could look at is Moscatel, another streamer. I think he's actually been streaming some Assassin's Creed as of late. I've been seeing him do some of that, but he is also, I believe, mainly a chess streamer. So let's check in on Moscatel, chess player from Canada. He's playing someone about 180 points higher than him. I like this idea. Queen takes, and black really just wants to trade down here. They have been delayed from castling, and now is saying, if we can get the queens off, I don't have to castle, and that's fine. But yeah, the bishop on a3 was pretty annoying. I think maybe white could have just traded the bishops there, and black would have had to take back with either the king or the rook. Decided not to trade, instead defend with the queen, and now Moscatel not wanting to trade queens lets the queen stay, and black now has this opportunity to castle. So they do. And now they're playing f5, which is really interesting. White obviously has the idea of en passant, but Probably you don't want to do that. You would kind of ruin this pawn structure you have. This is a very nice chain that Moscatel has. And so deciding not to go with en passant, maintaining the structure and breaking through with the knight. Ooh, knight landing on f6. Going to be very annoying knight. Definitely worth the rook. So instead, no, he's just going after the e pawn. Yeah, I like white a lot here for sure. Now knight check 100%. Now that the rook cannot sacrifice itself for it. This knight on an outpost square, no pawn can contest it. But most importantly, it's on a dark square, right? Because black does not have a dark square piece besides the rook to give up for it. So now the bishop tucks back and we see the rook does sacrifice itself. So black does get a nice pawn structure to attack. That was a very important e pawn, and the reason why white did not want to take en passant earlier. But they are down the exchange, so probably you want to block like this. Yeah, that helps hold on to g6, and yeah, black interestingly trades down here. Probably not what you want to do when you're down the exchange, but it's hard not to do that when white has all this pressure on you. So this is a good way to protect the pawn with the rook. So f5 was in there. And yeah, this bishop has literally no moves without losing itself. So the rook trying to come in to help the bishop. And so now the bishop can come out. But no, just giving rook check. There's another check, potentially picking up the pawn. Looks like black will go for this. And you don't want to go here because the same thing happens twice. Instead, grabbing here, that does hang this pawn. It goes back on after the c pawn. Now the pawn steps up, but again, the rook forks. So really tough technique to find, especially given that Moscatel has less than 30 seconds to his opponent's over a minute. So yeah, there goes that past g pawn, which was pretty helpful, but there goes the bishop. So white is definitely still favored here. Down 2 pawns for a rook. So that's obviously favoring white, but the problem is the time control and yeah, the king positioning. So, ooh, this should be helpful for white. Oh, just trying to go for the, oh, I'm surprised the king did not attack this. So yeah, taking here, king steps up, you just grab this. The pawn is not really, oh, you don't want to take now because then it promotes with check. But the idea, yeah, king probably, oh, the king could not save that pawn. All right, so Moscatel, 9 seconds. Can he convert? Can he get the win? He's going for the promotion. Okay, he's going to grab that. Yeah, all he needs to do is take this last pawn, and there's no way he loses. He does take it, but he gives up the pawn. The pawn would have been very helpful for pre-moving out to checkmate. So with 1.7 seconds, it's very difficult. Yeah, he's not going to get the mate in time. So Moscatel not able to convert that one, but not losing on time, interestingly. So still get a draw out of it. And yeah, okay, we have Halvard here, who is another streamer. Actually, there's only a handful of Norwegian chess players that I know. Obviously, Magnus Carlsen. There's Grandmaster Jon Ludvig Hammer. And then there's Halvard. So Halvard just up there with the greats from Norway. And unfortunately, he lost that last game. But here he is up against the 2100. We got the 4 pawns in the center here. White Halvard going all out here. And he's going fast. Bishop tucked all the way back. He's going to hold on to this one. He's attacking the knight here. He might take, actually, because that would double isolate these c pawns. But you don't really want to give up the bishop. Okay, I was just saying, potentially you wanted to trade off your dark square bishop for their dark square bishop. So yeah, we actually now have opposite color bishops, as after h3, black did not want to preserve their light square bishop, as it would go back to a very passive square. Luckily for black, though, this bishop is kind of boxed in by its own pawns. These pawns are on light squares. And even if this pawn wasn't here, black would have pawns on light squares to kind of negate this bishop's diagonal. So black slightly favored for those reasons, but nothing too serious. You don't really want to kick the knight out, as you'll give it a beautiful f4 square, although that could be contested by knight e2 move. Instead, black just developing the queen, connecting the rooks, and attacking h3. So white steps up to defend it. Now attacking this base point, we might see a move like a3, which is somewhat annoying. White could simply take, but that's just an idea. So yeah, black was in a slightly favorable position. Now it's not so clear. And now Halvard should take. Ooh, he takes with the c pawn. Very interestingly. I believe if pawn push, yet bishop takes, defending the knight with the queen. Yeah, I don't know, but the bishop comes into c4, holding everything together, boxing the rook out. And yeah, I'm looking at d5 here. This is a long-term advantage. It is a connected pass pawn. So white is the side here that's going to try to push for advantage. These are weak pawns by black. And yeah, I'm thinking like maybe knight b5 seems like a good idea. It's a way to kick out the queen. The queen is blockading the pass d pawn, but the queen is not the best blockader of pawns. Ideally, the knight would be here. I think it's my personal opinion, but yeah, here we go. Knight b5, just kicking that queen out. Queen goes for a trade here. I think it would favor white to trade. You could also move the queen anywhere, and that unleashes a rook discovery attack. So Harvard agrees with me there. He's looking at this pawn. That pawn's actually falling. I don't think the black queen. Well, I guess you could have gone here. Oh, isn't this? Oh, that is close to mate. You really don't want to hang this. Oh, Halvard takes, but now queen takes g3. Halvard says, I don't see mate, but black definitely should have advantage, if not just the it looks like they're just going for perpetual. Are they going to go for more? They're thinking here. They have the draw. If they want it, they take it. I think black had something more there. I think Halvard should not have taken that rook. They had a great position. They could have defended g3, and Halvard decided not to. But here he goes against a 2089 player. Let's take a look in just for this game at Halvard's channel and see how he's doing.
5. That was so stupid of me. Okay, let's go rook d1. Here we're supposed to take. I just take on e4. Play knight f3. I want to go here and play like takes with the bishop. I have some knight d4 ideas next. Just takes. I'm not sure what the point with the bishop h6 is, to be honest. Because now he's losing a piece. Let's take. That's probably not any points. Rook takes and just go castle. I don't see the problem whatsoever. King h1. Probably just knight e5. Just gonna keep it simple. I'm not sure why it's not resigning, to be honest. Just clean piece down. Yeah. Yep. 2500. Of course, we're getting 2500 once to get this start streak going. We're just gonna play fast knight c6, d5. It's main line. Let's go knight d5, take 6. Here we can take this pawn. Knight e4 is not the move. I know that for sure. Let's take, play c6. I should go something like knight e5, knight a5. I'll just go by b5. Let's go rook c8. Maybe we can serve some like, okay, I'm gonna takes, and play d5. Maybe have some knight c4, knight d6. Maybe a queen d6. Oh wait, I should not play queen d6. I could play knight d6, so maybe like knight d4, knight d5. Maybe consider something like this. Play queen c7. I go play a5. Knight b7. Maybe I want to play c5, d4 next. Could be an idea. Oh wait, I can't go for that. I can play d4 though. I could go. Queen a6. I wonder if just sack the exchange here if it play bishop f4. And it's probably good also, so. Let's play b4. Queen a6. Okay, I'll just play knight c5. I'm not sure what is threatening. At least I know what I'm threatening. Rook f6. Go rook f8. And if it goes bishop f4, I'm pretty sure. Knight e4. Threatening this, threatening this. Play c5, c4 can be in there. I'm just gonna play queen c6 here, get out of that pin. Okay, now we're gonna sack the exchange. Don't have too many options. And go here. Queen c6. Maybe you could play some like e6 or rook f8. Wait, what? Play rook d2. Queen e7. Queen e8. Threatening. No, wait. No, this is easy. Rook e3 and queen d4.
All right, so actually, well, let's see. Halvard looks to be winning this. I think he just well, he's trying to pin the queen. He's taking here, and now queen here forces the queens off, and he's gonna have a pass pawn with the 3-on-2 majority. So it's very good technique from Halvard. So we just tuned into his stream. Again, one of the top 3 Norwegian chess players in my book. But I only know 3 Norwegian chess players. So yeah, just trade queens and then you get c3, c2, and c1 queen. But yeah, with that being said, I have full faith Harvard's gonna close this one out. In fact, he gets the resignation win. And with that, we're gonna look at another streamer by the name of Salty Clown. So Salty Clown, another Canadian, longtime chess bra aficionado. You might know him from some of the sub battles that he's done in other matches as well. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, that game's gonna be over very fast. Black thought they could get away with grabbing a piece here, and how to close this one out? There's potentially queen takes with bishop discoveries now that the bishop's developed. So very strong move from Salty. And yeah, maybe we'll see this. Maybe we'll see the H file try to open up. So Black is barely holding on with this knight H7 move. Salty just adding in another piece to the fire. Look at this. Rook to H5. I mean, my goodness, he's hanging everything. And yeah, how do you close this one out? Let's see. Does he go for, I mean, this is crazy. This is just crazy. I think you don't want to do this because after knight takes, there's no good discovery. I mean, you take a rook, but now he's just trying to go for e5. But now I think black can move the f pawn and attack the bishop with the queen. Oh, they did not go for that, allowing this diagonal to open up. So if you move the knight, you get checkmated. And if you don't move the knight, well, that's what happens. So Salty got a win there. And yeah, we could tune into his stream to see a game from his point of view.
Party, the hell did you think? Juggle the beats, I juggle the fame, and I gobble the pain when I swallow this drink. I grow my own gas in the back of the phone, need the cover of time so my haters believers. I ran through these seasons with centerfold pieces. Flip the promoter just like we do pieces. Just run me my cheese, we don't wanna go grease ya. Hotline, turn the pipeline to a lifeline. Too toxic.
Fumes the engineer, plugged in, yeah. Free chops, free all the lifers, yeah. Free all my niggas riding double digits, show. Whip, I'm whipping. Got me stuck off this lean, I'm tripping. Free my dogs, got 'em stuck up in prison. Mind your tone, can't fucking with them villains, Man, I'm fucking with them villains. Yeah, we throwing L's, but you know my niggas winning. Got them nights popping every minute, it be ringing. Niggas on my case trying to ask me for a bringing. I'm a block star. Don't you ever go mistake me for a pop star. You know my niggas drumming hard, he a rock star. And I'm about to take off, helicopter. Watch my nigga pop up. Cause them niggas, they be washed up. She on my dick because I bust up. I see a nigga at the bus stop. Baby girl, I know you see me in this drop top. Like it's nice to know you, let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. Girl, I wanna be more than a friend. For ya, I trap, I'm with Mufta, he's whipping that pang. And that food's coming 10 out of 10. Is why the beat is running back for that lane. On that corner, I can't sleep at night, man, it fucks in my head. I got niggas that are stuck in that pen. They're doing life like, when will it end?
All right, so we saw Salty's reaction to his very nice checkmate finish in that last game. And now with the black pieces, it doesn't look like he's doing too hot. His motto is sack first, think later. And yeah, in this position, he is down a queen. But he does have 3 minor pieces. Unfortunately, white also has an extra rook. So 3 minor pieces, typically good enough compensation for queen. But factor in that extra rook, and yeah, white is probably going to win this game, but you never know. You don't want to count out Salty Clown just yet. But we do have roughly 50 minutes left in the arena, which means it is about to get down to crunch time. So we want to look at some of the top players in the tournament. And it looks like really it's coming down to a bunch of random players that I don't know and Hikaru. So yeah, Salty just gives this one up, resigns, moving on to the next game, which makes a lot of sense. That's really what you want to do. But yeah, let me look at Hikaru's game real quick. Let's see what he's up to. So yeah, he's got a crushing time advantage against the FIDE master, and looks like he's getting close to 3,200 blitz, which is just absolutely phenomenal. But he's not in the first place, so he's actually in second place behind someone from Brazil, Felipe Luna in 1800, who's 17 and a half out of 18. So that means they're undefeated so far in the first hour and 10 minutes that we've been live. Only one draw, and it looks like that draw was enough to snap his streak. So it looks like he had a 17 win streak, which is phenomenal. But yeah, Hikaru still on the chase, trying to get first place. Didn't mean to rhyme, but we'll take it. So yeah, Hikaru probably gonna win this one, just based off the time alone. His opponent, FIDE Master, playing it through to the end. Hikaru. Yeah. All right. So resignation there. So that's going to add on to Hikaru. Ooh, and now we have Hikaru versus Danya. And I believe they played earlier and Hikaru won. So Danya looking to get some revenge here. Danya also coming off a win himself, I believe. So let's see. Can I find Danya in the standings? I don't know if Danya joined late or what, but yeah, I'm not seeing Danya up top. He's not in the top 50, I don't think. But then again, the standings are constantly refreshing, so it's really hard to keep track. But I do know that Hikaru is really trying to win this if he's going to continue his chase for first place. So it's very important to keep the streak alive. And Danya would love to snap that streak, I assure you. So let's see if Danya can do it with the black pieces. And yeah, so far looks like pretty solid from both sides. White castle king side. Black has not castled yet, but instead has invested a lot of moves into the h pawn, getting a very annoying pawn on h3, protected by the h-file rook. So white already taking moves to try to attack h3, and now a second piece is added. So knight and bishop both attacking h3. Very hard for black to defend. Instead, just bring the queen out. King goes to f8. So not castling, just a simple king move. But yeah, white should be fine here after you grab on h3. So yeah, Hikaru just takes with the bishop, and who knows, maybe Danya sacks the exchange. I don't know. Is that crazy with this dark squared, not the dark squared, light square bishop trained on the long diagonal, followed by like queen up or something. I don't know. So Danya's thinking here. Hikaru only having spent 41 seconds. Danya using about half his clock. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, lifts his rook. He's attacking this knight. This knight is hanging. But there could potentially be the bishop x-raying the knight, and the queen is also hitting the rook, but the rook is defended by black's knight. So yeah, very interesting position here. I think there's a call move. Bishop g2, just try to trade off bishops, simplify down into the pawn advantage in game. Let's see. Hikaru using his first major think here. Clocks are about evening out. Let's see what he comes up with. Okay, he goes with f4, defending the knight, but this is a potential long-term weakness, and Danya does sack the exchange, and he threatens. Wait, okay, the knights are both covering both g2 and h1. Very important squares to protect, because this queen bishop battery is very powerful. And so yeah, black just really trying to trade off these knights, right? These are crucial defenders, and again, that is not a free knight. As wait, is that a free knight? No, that's at least a perpetual. I don't know, but the queen would be able to get the knight back. So Yeah, I mean, you're down an exchange and a pawn, but look at how strong these light square weaknesses are. Yeah, and he offers a draw. So they take perpetual there. And I believe the draw will snap Hikaru's streak. Maybe? Yes, it does. Wow. So Danya not able to defeat Hikaru, but he does snap Hikaru's streak. Hikaru decided to just take that knight and move on. So he's playing his next game already, looking for a win. He's up against a very strong international master, also from Peru. Uh, Same as the other streamer we were watching earlier, a headrest system Nocturno. Um, but yeah, he's 2,900. So Hikaru only 4 points though behind the Brazilian who was in first, Felipe Luna, as you can see in the standings. So Felipe, after going 17 in a row, had a draw and then lost the first game. So that is good news for Hikaru with 40 minutes remaining in the tournament. He's only 4 points behind. And yeah, he's going to try to gain some points here and potentially get back on a streak. So what is going on in this game? All right, looks like Hikaru is trying to open up the H file. Black does not want to let that happen. And so we have a trade of knights on F6. Yeah, what I noticed is that Black has played G6, which potentially is a weakness along the dark squares. So Hikaru always has this bishop H6 idea when he wants it, is not doing it immediately as Black will simply just move the rook. In fact, they wanted to anyways. And now white castles, leaving H3 hanging. So the Black queen attacks it immediately, but Hikaru has this very nice knight G5 move, both defending and attacking the queen. Queen steps back, king steps up so that the knight is not dependent to defend H3. And yeah, I mean, the players are playing this very quickly, although the clocks are still relatively equal. And yeah, there's some pressure over E4. It is defended twice, but this knight can be kicked by a move like H6. So I don't know if Black would go for this. But now White is threatening to take this bishop and double isolate the C pawns, which I don't think Black wants to do. So let's see. Hikaru 3 seconds under 2 minutes, and his opponent for about a minute and a half thinking here what to do. Do you trade bishops and then allow queen takes, which offers more defense over the E point? No. So Black does go for H6. Now Hikaru takes on C5 and then saves the knight, and now Black sacrifices the exchange to win the E4 pawn. So that's an annoying pin, but luckily the rook is protecting the square from the queen, not allowing the queen and bishop to both line up on the long diagonal. And yeah, king steps off this diagonal. Ooh, so you're losing the knight, but you have this passed pawn on the A file, supported by the rook on A1. So we have a rook versus two pieces. Typically, the two pieces are favored, but in this position, the passed pawn can make a huge difference. So let's see. This is very interesting. Not to mention, Hikaru has that time advantage, as always. His opponent now dipping under a minute. Yeah, he's just pushing that pawn. Black trying to defend it, but now rook here and here, very close to unstoppable. The knight is just there in time, but now the rook is hitting the knight. Yeah, so that is a pawn to be reckoned with and wins the game for Hikaru. But yeah, we're not gonna just follow Hikaru the whole time. He will probably be tuned into again towards the end, but we actually might look at another streamer here. I believe International Master Min Lee. If I could pull up his game, he is also streaming it. Oh, Wonderful Time. So yeah, let's tune into Wonderful Time's game. It looks like he's just about to finish this. He's got a knight versus a bishop. The bishop is favored here because there are pawns on both sides, but I think the biggest weakness is that he's actually down a pawn. So that is tough news for Min here. Min probably going to lose this game. But yeah, we'll tune into his stream at the start of his next game, see him play that one out, and see how he's doing. But yeah, for this game, he's going to try for a draw, but it's looking to be close to impossible, especially given his time. Yeah, he resigned here. Okay, so yeah, let's check in his game and hopefully he does better in the next one.
Piece of shit. Thank you, my friend, for continuing giving subs. I mean, I'm doing like a piece of garbage.
In the bottle, it's Nicky full throttle, it's swimming in the grotto, we winning in the lotto, we dipping in the pot of blue flow. Getting so good, it's dripping, I don't would get a ride in the engine that could go. Batman robbing it, bang bang cocking it, Queen Nikki dominant, prominent. It's me, Jesse and Ari. If they test me, they sorry. Riders up like a Harley, then pull off in this Ferrari. If he hanging, we banging. Phone ringing, he slanging. It ain't karaoke night, but get the mic, cause I'm singing. B to the A, to the N, to the G, B to the A.
Shouldn't play d5. What I'm doing here? Don't even know what I'm doing right now at this event. The pawn without any clear composition. Huh. That's just disgusting. Okay, so now I want to say goodbye to the elephant for a while. Let's play seriously. Now let's play my main things when I play with strong players. I want to play something carefully and seriously for sure. Let's goodbye elephant. Time for Sicilian right now. GG. First one. I need to do things like seriously right now. Time to come back to my normal place for sure.
All right, so I think we saw Min get a win there, which is good for him. But again, we have Danya versus Hikaru. So the matchmaking gods have favored this matchup today, and we're going to be following Hikaru versus Danya here, especially considering Danya drew Hikaru in that last match, ending Hikaru's streak, and Hikaru still 4 points behind the number one spot. There is still over 30 minutes left in the tournament. But again, Danya, he lost the first match. He drew the second one from what I've seen. And now he has a chance to win here with the white pieces. So let's follow this game. Hikaru again, still up on the clock. But yeah, White's doing pretty well here. Bishop pair. Very active rook on d6 this night. Very passive from Hikaru. But yeah, Black just took on e5. And yeah, White trades off that bishop first for the knight. Oh, and we have Hikaru giving up his bishop for that pawn, which also hits the e3 bishop. So now the bishop could take here. There is this check, which wins c2, which also defends c6. So these pawns not too happy. These pawns neither because they're separated. But now the bishop here, It's going to defend b2 point, and looks like the rooks are going to come into the 7th rank. You couldn't go rook to d7 because the knight's guarding it. That would have been a very good move, just coordinating with the bishop, looking at g7. So instead, he's going to go this way. Rook takes with check, which is somewhat annoying. But this move might still be worth it. It might still be worth it. I'm not entirely sure, though, because after rook takes, the rook is cutting off the king backwards. The king would have to step forwards, which allows for potential checks on the king side. So Danya is thinking here. He does go rook e7. He decides to go for the activity after check. Ooh, rook takes. And now, yeah, there's this knight fork. So Danya missed that one. And Hikaru gets that win there, which advances his streak. So that's definitely what Hikaru wanted. We can tune in to see his next game.
After I gave my whole shirt to Shakriar, Danya's kind of trying to help me out here and give back some of his points, which is kind of nice. I have c4, but I think this is correct. Yeah, I mean, at some point you start playing the same people in Arena Kings. That's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, I mean, I think Danish is a little bit off. Also, he's not in the running, so I think it's a lot harder to, like, when you're not in the running, like being where he's at points wise. I mean, I think it's very hard to really just get motivated, because I know that from like when I late joined that one time, it's like, ugh, like what am I doing? Like, ugh, why am I wasting my time? Kind of. So I suspect Daniel's suffering from the same thing a little bit. Yeah, he also late joined, which of course is a big problem too. I've got g4 here, I think. Who's queen g6? I'm gonna go here to hit the bishop. g4 moves somehow, maybe not. e6 is not a safe pre-move, but I think I'll play it anyway. We'll see how it goes. He goes bishop g5. I think I just take, move my king. I mean, his pawns are very weak. His g6, rook f1 and sack maybe. I'm almost certainly going to sack something soon. So I do have rook e1 and e7. This looks very bad for black. Here's g6. Let's go here. Very hard for black to play. I think this might just be lost. This pawn is a huge thorn in his side. Here's c5. First of all, I can go e7 if I want to. Secondly, I can also play bishop b5 and e7. A lot of options. Let's just go here with e7. Oh, he's got queen e7. Oh no. Forgot all about queen e7, and now it's actually very tricky again. Although d5 is hanging, so maybe I'm still in good shape. He takes on e6. That looks very bold by my friend. It's gonna take. I don't know if this is right. Looks wrong somehow though. Thank you to Professor Ted for the 22 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Rook d6 is probably good, but is there any need for it? I want to win this game in style. But, oh wait, I just go here and that's game over. Oh no, he can take. Oh wait, I'm lucky I can take the bishop. That was actually a blunder. I'm lucky I didn't allow some. I didn't even see queen g5 was a move. Yeah, I have rook d7 here. Also bishop c4 or something. Again, somehow I've misplayed this, so it feels like go here. I have check. Oh wait, it's an ice skater. Wait, I have to be careful. I think I just check and take. Looking pretty tired. I am definitely a little bit tired. Let's just check and take. Just take. Okay, no back rank mates, so I can just run with my king. We're gonna get another win if we keep going. Thank you to Bonnie Dupes for 3 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate Bonnie Dupes. Okay, let's just take. so let's keep going. Okay, we're gonna play Crickor here. I'll play something different. I'm gonna play like a. What do I want to play? I think I'll just play. I'm gonna play C3 D4.
Oh my god, I lost it. It's another game started. Okay, I wanted to go over that last game with Hikaru. That was actually an insane game. Maybe I could try to pull it up. But basically he left like so many pieces hanging, but it didn't matter because the activity that he had, the constant threats of checkmate. And yeah, he took down that FIDE master like it was nothing. And that is definitely one of the many reasons why he is always a favorite to win. And he is tied in points actually with the #1 spot. So still trying to get a win here overall. And there's still about 30 minutes left. So he definitely has good chances. He is now playing Crickor, who is definitely a formidable opponent. And yeah, he's going to try to continue his streak. In fact, if he wins this, he should break 3,200 blitz, which is insane. But I have full faith he can do it. If anyone could do it, it's obviously him, and I think he will. But yeah, Crickor is no joke. So strong grandmaster from Brazil. It's kind of funny. He's chasing down a Brazilian for first, and he's playing a Brazilian, which would actually help get him to the lead. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep an eye on this game, and then after that, we'll probably find another streamer to tune into for a little bit. But yeah, let's check out this game. So the players already like well into the middle game, despite Hikaru not using much of his clock. But what else is new? Crickor, meanwhile, eating into his second minute of time, close to about half the time that he started with. And G5 just really locking this knight in. They say knight on the rim is dim, but this knight is definitely a very annoying piece, guarding a lot of squares near this king. And white's going to try to dislodge the knight somehow. So potentially we'll see f4 perhaps, but that is a committal move. But again, I think f4 in the long run is going to be a solid idea for white. Just trying to dislodge the g5 pawn, which is the defender of the knight. Meanwhile, black is just doubled up on the b file, but this knight on c5 locking down this pawn on b3. So this knight gonna be hard to dislodge. And yeah, black now is the side to move their f pawn. They play f6, which is a similar idea, trying to break down this pawn structure a little bit. The knight is defended by this pawn, so if pawn takes, you couldn't retake with the pawn as the knight. Well, you could actually. The queen was defending it there, but yeah, black just continues on f5. And now they could even play f4 if they wanted to. And yeah, actually, Hikaru allows this to happen. And now the rook swings back over the h file. And yeah, this position's pretty closed now in the center. And yeah, it's hard to make progress. I'm not sure what the plan is. The rook's just swinging back over. The king is finding a new home. He's just put on his tennis shoes and he's out for a walk. He's testing out the waters on the queen side. He didn't like his location on the king side with this pesky knight, especially now that he can't dislodge the knight as easily. So this looks like it might just come down to a flag. So Hikaru's putting on the speed, and yeah, he's taken now on c6. So that is definitely a recipe for success, is to play quickly and strong, of course, and try to get an advantage on the clock, and then in the end game convert that advantage into a win. So yeah, Hikaru has created a passed a pawn, and let's see. So yeah, knights both covering b2. There was potentially rook check, but now the knight's covering it. Knight's looking for another check here. So that knight's covering, the rook's covering that now. Rook was also hitting the knight was hitting the rook. So yeah, I think this is a good advantage for Hikaru. Should be able to win this. So yeah, with that, let's Well, let's see how this game finishes out. It's not super easy, but again, not really much you can do with only 3 seconds. So, yep, Krikor finishing this one out till time. He resigns with 0.1 second left on the clock, and Hikaru hits 3201. So he gained 2 rating points for beating a 2800. Must be tough to get that much rating, but Hikaru has done it. And yeah, let's go check in on another streamer. This is King's Bishop. Very nice streamer. His name's Daniel, I believe. He's a coach and very nice guy. So let's go check out how he's doing.
Now this is different. This is much more the differenter opening than I've seen in times past. Yeah, I should not have played it the way that I played it. Fiddle faddle. Wasting moves. Wasting moves. Oh! Doggone it. I had his rook trapped. And let him off the hook. I trapped his rook and let him off the hook. Play that way. Oh my goodness. That was a dumb blunder. That was a blunder. What a blunder that was. What a blunder. I'm just really not not seeing things the way I should be. Wow. Even worse. Even worse was that. Good grief and good gravy. Wow, it's like he's seeing every move that was ever invented. I'm just going to resign this game. I missed it completely. I could have played, could have trapped his rook and just was not in focus. Not in focus at all. play things differently. Uh-huh. That's why you should never play things differently. It only ends up burning you.
All right, so we just had a look at King's Bishop. Unfortunately, he lost that game. But I can't stress enough how nice of a streamer he is, and just an overall good person. So definitely check him out. His opponent is 1500, and looks like their connection is not doing too hot right now. So full faith in King's Bishop to win this game. Wish him the best. Definitely check out his channel. And yeah, we only have 18 minutes left, which is only a handful of games. So we're gonna try our best to look at the top players, which, if you look at the standings, Hikaru has finally taken the lead over Felipe Luna. So let's take a look in it. Hikaru just beat Min Lee, who we've been looking at, and now Hikaru is up against another international master from Peru here, Marco. And yeah, Hikaru now up to 3204. So I think every win he's getting like 2 rating points, which is very little. But it makes sense because his rating is just so darn high. So yeah, hopefully for him, he's gonna keep continuing to win. And adding on to his lead that he's created, he has 6-point advantage over the second place player. But most importantly, I think, is his streak. He's won 6 in a row now, I believe, after drawing against Danya. Meanwhile, the number 2 spot has no streak. So I think Hikaru should be able to clinch the win. I don't think he's going to be catchable at this point, but you never know. 16 minutes is a long time. He could get a loss. He hasn't lost yet in the past hour and a half or so. He's only had 2 draws. Everything else just wins. So yeah, no end in sight for him. But we do have another grandmaster in the top 10, and you could all take a guess who it is. We did look at his channel earlier, and yeah, he might not be in it to win, but he's definitely having a good time. Obviously, they're always having a good time over there. I'm talking about Chess Bra, GM Eric Hansen. He's on a streak of 9 wins in a row, which is obviously very good. He's going for that 10th game in a row. So yeah, let's tune in. Let's see how he's doing. Let me pull up the game real quick and see. Wait, I might not actually be following. I thought I could just click on no. All right. Let's actually just look at his channel. We'll see it from there.
We gotta finish in the money. But these low-rated guys are tough to catch up to. Footy champ Banandrupi, 58 points. Okay, I need to win this. Speed. Here. Okay. Push. Yes. Vamos. Takes. Shit. This is okay. This is what I wanted. I wanted a sharp position. But he's 2400. He's not, he's not a bad player. Not a fish, as we say. Okay, I mean, well, I guess we'll go for it. I win the exchange here, but it's not game over. I wish it was game over. Am I doing well? Yeah, but... Is it enough? It's not easy. I need to get my king. I need to get my rook in the game. I'm up in exchange here, but it's not feeling like like an exchange. Push. Push. Move my king over. Okay. Let's attack this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Check. Not a big fan of this. But I wasn't sure what else to do. Okay. He's gonna start pushing his pawns. Takes. I need to get to H2. I need to get to H2 and I need some... Okay. Fuck. Check. King walk? King walk? Do I have anything here? I don't see it. Fuck. These games. These guys are tough. Story of payroll, thanks to the 5. Gambi, thanks to the 5. That was not clean. I need some speed. Another must-win game. Yes. Good opening. Hey! Don't...
All right, so we just saw a crazy game from Eric Hansen, and looks like we got already another absolutely insane game. That was probably the fastest game of the whole arena, and just like that, it's already... Hold on, can I look at this? No, it won't let me, because he started another game. But yeah, that was a fast checkmate. I don't know what that king was doing out there. Yeah, Eric got a really quick point. If he strings a couple of those together, he's gonna go up in the standings. Last we tuned in, he was at number 8. Now he's at number 4 with 11 in a row. So he's cut his rank in half from 8 to 4, and he's looking for the podium, which is actually a huge spot considering top 3 players get prizes, and not to mention it is the Royal Arena. As we can look here at the prize fund really quick, first place, as you see, $500, and again that is looking to be Hikaru's prize, but second place, third place still potentially up for grabs there. It's 350 and 250 a piece, which is again more than double the usual amount. So getting to top 3 would mean a lot for Eric Hansen, and that fast win was definitely what he needed, especially considering the low amount of time left in this tournament, 9.5 minutes. So with that being said, we're going to try our best to look at one last streamer here before we end. We've got a game going on between 2511 and Jonoao from Brazil. So both these players above 2,000 rating. And I actually want to give a quick shout out to Simon Says, who played a game against 2511 earlier. He's actually one of the top players from University of Virginia in the Collegiate Chess League, which is something cool that I'm working on. If you guys want to learn more about that, you could feel free to reach out to me. But right now, we're just looking at 25, who's he's a well-known streamer. He's a young lad. As you can see by his flair, he's a big fan of the Botez community, and I definitely can't blame him. But yeah, he's a strong player, especially given his age. And yeah, we're gonna watch him real quick on his channel and see the game from his point of view.
No, don't. It's very pog. Peppo glad. That's good to hear. But I don't know. I'll try to figure out what model it is so I can so I can tell you, Sebastian. I think this square is a bit weak. I'm just gonna play this song on repeat because it's a good song. 7 minutes left. Hello, Jiang June 12. Yeah, I pronounced it right. Hello, hope you're well. I think we'll have a good endgame. Forgot there's this. Almost right? What do you mean? Sorry, I'm the most like confused person in the world. I'll literally like forget what I said 1 second ago and be like, wait, what? And I'm sorry, I'm just so bad at paying attention. Because I just talk and say nonsense. Like, I don't remember anything I'm saying. Let's protect this. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Almost right is good enough. Hey, Scattering Me, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Oh. I think we'll win this base of the clock. They have to go here. If this life is for me. Okay. They have a draw. Wait. Oh, it's still a draw. No. Damn it. Alright. That's unlucky. Hey, Hurricane. Thanks for following. Welcome. Yeah. It's 4 a.m.? Wait, you're in Europe?
All right, so that was 2511. His name's Eric. Definitely go show him some love and support. Very young streamer. and a lot of talent. So definitely worth checking out. But I wanted to show you guys a game here from Swole 19, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one and only Sammy Wall. So yeah, he's a longtime streamer. He was streaming long before I ever started streaming, and one of my inspirations. So definitely got to show Sammy some love and support. Definitely check out his channel. I actually don't know if he booted up the stream real quick, but he made sure to join the arena. He's sitting pretty at 1029th spot with 0 points, but he's in. Doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. And definitely Sammy, uh, he made sure to get in here, and he might not win the whole thing, but he definitely has won our hearts, at least mine. But yeah, wishing Sammy the best. Looks like he's not doing too hot though with the black pieces here. um, okay, he's sacking an exchange here. He's trading down the rooks. He's grabbed the pawn on e5. He's kicking it up into high gear with the speed. He's attacking this bishop. Things might turn around for him. So yeah, queen's just defending that, defending this as well, but bishop takes as it is hit twice. And yeah, who knows? Maybe like f3 and this king's just kind of awkward. So Sammy has chances here. There's 2.5 minutes left in this tournament, so we're gonna definitely be wrapping up here. Wow, Eric dropped a couple spots from number 4. I think a couple people caught up to him. He went down, I think, to 6th. Hikaru's getting first, easy. And I believe Felipe Luna, strong start, held the top spot for a while. Should be able to clinch the second spot, but that third podium spot for, I believe, $250 is up for grabs. Siddharth Sarma and Eric Hansen both tied at 70. Actually, there's a third player with 70 points, but they don't have a streak. Eric Hansen has won 12 in a row. Siddharth is at 3 in a row. But wow, someone from out of the blue just take the third spot. From dusk till dawn, 1755. Never heard of this player, but they have a streak of 5, which is huge. But yeah, only a minute left. Sammy, as much as I love you, man, we might have to look at some of the top games. We'll finish this one out. Well, it depends. The tournament might be over. Let's see. How quickly can Sammy? Well, Sammy was down in this game. I'm not gonna lie, and now he's looking pretty with 2 pieces versus a rook. And that noise, if you heard it, that's a final minute warning. Because I hear people are offering draws um, out of all the games that I'm following. So players are definitely trying to get their last games in, trying to get as many points as they can. And yeah, Eric, who was tied for third, there is no longer in contention. I don't think. Um, oh, he just won his game actually. Where does that put him? Oh my God, that puts him at third exactly. We probably I should have looked at Eric's game. People are offering draws like insanity. Oh my God, Sammy and the time pressure got mated there. That is not good. Let's look at Hansen's game. He won this by resignation. So his opponent being lenient, resigning early. So Eric with a nice attack gets a free piece there, trades off, and his opponent resigns. So they probably could have sat on it and just lagged out, but no. Look at that. Eric Hansen with the buzzer beater finish, getting an early resignation from his opponent. Very, very helpful. But yeah, he's in there just in time for the prize. So congratulations to the top 3 players. Hikaru, obviously number 1, getting the top prize. Felipe Luna, not sure if they streamed or not. Maybe you're gonna have to look into that because you do actually have to be a streamer to earn the prize. So maybe Felipe Luna was not streaming, in which case Eric Hansen would actually get the second spot prize, and then perhaps another player would have gotten third. So not entirely sure how that works out. We'll have to look into it. But yeah, congratulations again to Hikaru, Felipe Luna, and Eric Hansen getting first, second, and third respectively. And yeah, awesome tournament. Really quick before I go, I wanted to thank obviously the players for playing. Very fun event. I wanted to thank the viewers Couldn't have done it without you guys. And I wanted to thank Chess.com for inviting me and giving me this awesome opportunity. So thank you guys so much. Much love to you all. And last arena is going to be on Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific time. It's again a Royal Arena, so double the prize fund. Definitely check it out. Not sure if I'll be there or not. Maybe I'll be playing that time or something. But yeah, love you guys and take care.